If I was coaching their football team, I'd try to run the ball a little bit and try to give him an opportunity to be the guy because he's an outstanding runner. So that's kind of what we're thinking, and along with the other two backs that they have, plus the ability of the quarterback to run now, we think they may try to run it at us.
It's almost like you worked all week preparing for Case almost, and the way he runs this offense.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, they're not going to throw away their whole system, but they are totally different from Broadway. Is that frustrating to put in the homework?
Well, no, because they're not totally different. They won't be totally different. He played the whole last quarter against UCLA, and they did exactly what they've been doing. So they're going to continue to do what they're doing. Like I said, they have a system, and they've got too many talented kids to not try to get them the ball. But I think they'll try to isolate a little more, try to make his decisions easier. Not have to read the whole field, throw the ball quicker, and then have the ability to, hey, if it's not there, tuck it and run.
It appears that Houston's defense is a lot better than it was last season under the new coordinator and the system. What does that do for you all?
Well, first of all, it's the first 3-4 that we faced this year, true 3-4, and they have changed from the 4-3, and they play a nickel package, but they've got three defensive linemen, kind of like a Luco and Wilson, and those guys. They're big guys, and then they got those two outstanding outside linebackers that create a lot of havoc for you. They come and they isolate you on the back, and the back's got to block them sometimes. And both their inside linebackers are outstanding. They're really good. McGrew's, he's one of the best ones in the conference. So it's a good system for them. It gives them the ability to maximum defend, which means they can rush 3 and drop 8. But they come after you pretty good, and it's a little unique for us. We haven't faced it.
In the past, I know we won 8-0 in the series. They've just been able to spread you out and haven't been able to match up with them. Is that the hardest thing?
I think that's been the biggest thing, is just athleticism. They've had so many good athletes, and we haven't been as good as them in the past. I'm hoping that we're gaining on them, and I think we are. And that's the answer to your question, number one. But number two is, I look at our football team, and I'm looking at our scout teams right now. Our scout teams are the best that we've had since we've been here, which means that the players that are playing are better than they've been here, and it's given us some depth. I feel good about some of our scout players that actually could play for us right now and are playing for us right now, but they're like the third guy to go in, type thing. So our scout teams have proven to me that we are improving as a football program.
Last year you were with them for a half, really.
Right. And then they kind of break it open on you. Their athleticism takes over, and you just don't have as many players as they have. And they, like I said, they spread you out, and they really take advantage of it. Losing the quarterback might hurt them, because Keenum was really good.
You said you never want to see it come back and hurt, but knowing that they're in the situation they're in, I don't thought they're different in the situation. Is it a golden opportunity, Bob?
Well, I think it gives us a better opportunity. Let's put it that way. Not having their starting quarterback and their second quarterback gives us a better chance to compete with them, I'm sure. We looked at him, and but what happened is we already had 2 commitments from 2 quarterbacks, and he pretty much committed early to them, and he's the only Louisiana guy they have. But we did look at him, and we were interested in him as an athlete.
When you say athlete, you might have tried to get him here.
He's kind of like a DJ Banks kind of guy. He could play quarterback. He can play receiver. He can do a lot of things. He's a heck of an athlete. Good-sized kid. Yeah, we would have liked to have had him if we could have got him, yeah.
Coach, Houston's shown a pretty good pass rush so far this year. Everything we've had going on with the offensive line, how big of a concern is their pass rush? How important is it for Ryan to get rid of the ball when he needs to?
Yeah. Well, first of all, they've got a pretty good pass rush, and they isolate you sometimes with what they do. But, we've got to be able to turn the protection, and our backs got to be able to pick up one of those linebackers and do a good job of pass protecting. But Ryan, as you mentioned, also has to get rid of the ball. Timing is so crucial. You can't hold the ball back there and then get sacked. You've got to have a clock in your head, and it's got to go. And when the bell rings, the ball's got to be gone. And sometimes he's held the ball a little too long. strong. He hasn't done a good enough job protecting himself in a couple instances. So hopefully he's improving on that. I think we've got a good plan. Hopefully we can execute the plan now.
Can you talk a little bit about what you're expecting to see from Gateman?
Well, we're going to start Joe at flanker, and he's proven that he's worthy of being given an opportunity. He works extremely hard. He's really a good blocker for the run. He's a big body, he's 6'4". He's got good enough speed, a lot of athleticism, and he's a competitive guy. He made a nice catch on the one getting us down to the 4. Unfortunately, he lined up wrong the next play, and we got a 5-yard penalty. But for a quarterback, he should have known that he had to be on the line. But anyway, him, and then we moved Wilson Van Hooser from the slot out to the flanker position to back him up. So Wilson's the guy that we feel we need to get in the game a little bit more. He's got excellent speed and athleticism and catches the ball well and can run after catch.
Is Devin getting more shots this week? I mean, I know he's been out, but...
Devin Figueroa?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, a week ago when we went to 4 wides, we put Carmadale in the slot. And now what we can do is we can maybe put one of those other receivers in the slot and get Robotham and Devin in the system at the same time.
Did you change your game plan at all for this week after you saw the time go through all the quarterbacks? Or are you just...
No, we haven't changed it. What we did is we're maybe going to emphasize something a little bit more than the other thing now because of who they are. But no, we've got a plan to defend their system, like I said, and then through the course of the game, we'll try to find out what they're trying to do to us, and then we'll compensate and adjust accordingly.
What's line practice going to be? I know y'all have him listed as starter, nickel.
He's like Superman. He's going to play 2 positions, okay? But that's kind of what I was alluding to. I don't want to get into a lot of names and numbers and nickels and dime defenses and stuff, but he's going to be on the field most of the time when we're on defense. He'll either be a corner, a nickel, and or a dime position.
For the next 5 on the road.
Yeah. Again, scheduling. Originally when the schedule came out, it was going to be a different home game and UTEP away. I mean, we had like 2 or 3, but not 4 out of the 5. So that's a little difficult because, you'd like to play at home, but we do have 7 games at home. We will have 4 at the end at home. So, I guess it all balances up. But I like to play a couple here, a couple away, instead of 4 here and 4 away, that type of thing.
Coach, look at the tape.